Hi, it's Joy and thank you for watching Roswell, New Mexico, Season 1, Episode 4, Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? Which is a valid question. Where have all the cowboys gone? I've really enjoyed the first 3 episodes so far. I feel like I've had very quick connections to these characters. I worry when I start reacting to new shows that I'm not going to enjoy them as much, or that maybe I won't feel as connected to the characters and therefore my reactions will be lacking. I think the further I get into the show, probably the stronger my reactions will be, but I've been pleasantly surprised by how quickly connected I felt to these characters. And that ending, I'm very stressed. I want to know what happened, what's happening with him, I want to know what happened to Rosa, I want to keep watching, let's go.
They leave, or they fail you, or they hurt you on purpose.
We need to know who she's talking about here, like what's going on with her at the moment. I need to know.
People don't need other people.
Okay, this is not good big sister advice, this is her personal advice.
Rosa.
It took him a long time to answer that voicemail.
Deputy?
I found a cowboy.
You released it. You're better.
I hope so.
Damn it.
That's just...
Okay.
Actually, she's gonna learn everything.
I want to know everything.
Blackout is pure alien phenomena. Government.
You are correct. Well done.
$5.
Found another cowboy.
Today's special
If I was having dinner and they only came out with a cleaver to attack someone, I would be like, come with the bill?
What do you make of those?
Don't trust him. Does she know more than she's letting on?
She feels like I'm a murderer, so... What I want stopped mattering a long time ago.
I need to know the backstory.
No, maybe Rosa wouldn't have hidden so much if you trusted us.
Oh dear.
Maybe she wouldn't have hiding.
Oh dear. Is he gonna need medical treatment that the hospital can't give?
Free fries for life?
You've already been stealing them for 20 years. I'm not staying in Roswell. I'm just...
Wouldn't hurt to have options.
I'll think about it.
Sorry for being real.
Real?
You're adults. Let's both move past this.
Hey,
Let's see if I'm strong enough to pull it out.
I don't know that this is a good... This is quite an invasive power. Is she gonna remember this if this show has actual real psychics?
Hate me so.
So my theory is still that she was the one that broke Rosa's heart somehow.
You can't play God.
Oh, of course, because he knows he can heal him if he wanted to. I forgot that he knew all about him, so if he wanted he could walk in there and heal everyone in the hospital. But that would reveal aliens. He's wearing the ring she gave back. That's handwriting you can try and track down and find whose matches it. Gosh.
Just gonna stand there, Evans?
Oh goodness. I mean, this would be a very open way of using his powers.
What is going on with you?
Max.
Can't do that this time.
She's gonna know what you've done this. I mean, I do it. I support you doing it. Oh shoot. Does he know what caused that? Oh, you can look at the handwriting. Who was it? Is she gonna figure this out? Is it gonna... Yep. See, she has too much information already, and I want to try. I trust you. Okay, we can trust you, right?
Are you alright, Liz?
She knows who Rosa was hurt by.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I don't understand.
His dad?
It was your dad.
Oh goodness. I mean,
My father was a
we
good
can hope that's
sheriff,
not true for his
a good
sake.
dad.
I mean, this is something that will destroy his vision of the world.
My dad knew about aliens.
Thank you for telling her.
Sure, I'm wrong about this. Okay?
It is a clue to follow
I
though.
don't believe that.
There's some kind of connection between the two. Mixed up emotions in this show.
Maybe we could both use a distraction.
I love these shows,
I mean, there are
but
downsides to being
love
friends.
triangles are very old.
Never talk about that night.
But I need you to, right now.
And I've been running ever since.
It's
if
time
I
to
could-
stop.
I like having you around. You make me feel safe.
I'm glad they're, I hope, being very open that this isn't like a
Look,
long-lasting
I
romantic
still
relationship.
do not feel safe in your dad's house with the door closed, so I'm gonna go.
Dear, they're all grown-ups. It doesn't have to mean life and death.
Hey,
Has Max
I
figured
became a
out that he
doctor because I wanted
knows?
to be a hero.
And my family?
No, not them.
It's pretty obvious.
Unless you two decide I'm a killer,
Yep. So he was coming to tell her
I know I
everything.
hurt you the other night. It's my armor.
What Rose taught her before she died.
Take the feeling that you're lying.
Tell her the truth. You wanted to before you saw Kyle this afternoon. You wanted to this morning before you saw Kyle.
Terrified. It's the only one that I can give you right now.
Terrified of the alien truth, terrified of what happened to Rosa, terrified that he's lying, terrified that he's not, and that terrified of her feelings. And
to you at the drive-in. Goodbye, Liz.
she's definitely staying, so you can say hello to her tomorrow. Many emotions, but a big part of her feeling terrified is that she feels like she loves him or is falling for him, and that is denting her armor and breaking it through, which opens her up to be hurt if he's not who she thinks he is. Talk to Max. Say no.
Churro pancakes.
I needed to have one of our pancake talks. I've been having some serious boy problems, and I could really use your advice.
Bueno.
We have each other.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm not gonna let you martyr yourself. You got a good life, Max.
So was it him?
You do?
If it was any of these three, it was an accident.
One of us did the deed.
Michael,
Oh God.
we stick together.
I'm gonna confess.
Let's give him. Was it him? I need to know if it was really him or not, because it would kind of explain part of why he's not got his life together if he was dealing with that. But
I'm the one that killed those girls.
it was definitely an accident, right? I mean, none of them would have killed them on purpose, but oh God, at least we finally have some bloody answers. But now the answers have given me more questions, and I would like to have all the answers right now, please, thank you. So don't end the episode, just give me my answers. So that was another really strong episode. I like that, I mean, I feel like since last episode, Kyle had kind of been alluding to the fact that he knew, and in this episode he made it very clear, but I also like that Kyle, he's not, I mean, he was kind of antagonistic with Max at the beginning of the episode, but you know, once he'd seen that he reactivated the generator, he'd saved the kid and everything, I like that he wasn't just kind of like, we have jealousy, so therefore I'm going to... He was, you know, he thanked him, and I think he was quite genuine in that. I fully think that if he came across any evidence that they were dangerous or evil or anything, he would probably turn them in to try and protect people, but you know, he wasn't, he could have been a macho, jealous dude, and he wasn't, which I like, and it might be partly because he's an adult and not children. Yeah, so then we also have, I'm thinking of things before the final scene. I like Kyle and Liz's relationship. I hope that it's going to stay this kind of like they've got this strong connection, and right now when they're both being with them both being single, they can have all the casual sex they want because they have loved each other, they have this connection, and it's fun, and it helps them both deal with stuff. That's fine. What I don't want is for this to turn into a full-fledged love triangle, because I have lived through so many of those, and no thank you. I think Liz is finally getting answers with her dad. Now my crazy theory is still that the person she was romantically involved with is Isabel. And I can't even remember where that came from as a theory. I think I might have just literally plucked it out of nowhere, but it's my theory. Or at least they were friends, because, you know, Isabel saying like, why did she hate me? She was avoiding me, why? I mean, would you be that concerned if a random girl hated you? Because she always assumed Maria hated her because she's been like the mean girl at school, and Maria had been one of the freaky girls at school. Now Rosa was Maria's best friend, so clearly they were both the freaks. So with that, you'd think they both hated you because you were the popular mean girl, and you'd be like, oh God, I don't want to see her, and you'd leave or something. So I feel like there's definitely more to it than that. So Michael says it was him, and that if his being involved would maybe help. It would maybe help explain part of why his life is so unput together. Like, it's partly because he wasn't raised by the same parents as them and all that kind of stuff, but he would probably be feeling a lot of guilt and stuff over whatever he did that caused that. Now, I refuse to, I mean, he was a murderer. I don't think he murdered, I don't think it was intentional, but obviously something went very wrong and something happened and they died, and I like that we've got that as an answer, but it has given me 50,000 more questions that I want answers to. And what was the involvement of Kyle's dad? I still feel like maybe he might have just been giving her a ticket to get out of town to start a fresh life away from drugs and aliens or something. Or I am just refusing to accept that he was the one she was sleeping with, just because, like, you know, Liz said, why would she be with a cop? You know, that is weird. So I could see him maybe, if she felt like she was being stifled in town, or if he knew that she knew about aliens or something, he might say, "I'll go somewhere safe, get out of town," otherwise she would then be happy to leave her little sister. But I suppose if she knew Liz was leaving anyway to go to, I don't know. So I think there's a lot more to it than that, but I did feel for Kyle in that scene when she confronted him with this evidence of an apparent affair, because having your father realising just what a terrible person they are, it sucks. And I hope for Kyle's sake he's able to find that maybe his dad was just trying to help, but at the same time it probably was they were having an affair, I don't know. I also don't like that Officer Cameron, I honestly can't remember her first name, that's terrible. I don't like that she's maybe going to be blackmailed or kind of, yeah, into helping Sergeant Maines because he's awful. And I think even if he had black and white evidence that the aliens were good people, he would still want to lock them up and kill them. But I am really enjoying the show, the development. I mean, we're 4 episodes in and we've got answers about Rosa, we've got a lot of character development, and that scene between, as always, between Liz and Max was heartbreaking. I mean, I do think, like I was saying, when she said she was terrified, and that's her honest feeling, terrified, it covers a lot of things. Obviously the whole situation is quite terrifying. If I found out that aliens were around, that would be terrifying. If someone had killed my sister and I was trying to work out who, that's quite a terrifying thing. Not being able to feel confident, even if you want to believe, like she said, and I believe her when she says that, you want to believe that Max is innocent, but if you do believe that and then he isn't, how awful is that? And like she said, he's lying, and he knows exactly what happened, and he hasn't told her. So you know that you get where. Now again, he's protecting his brother from. I assume he's protecting his brother from something that wasn't his fault. Is how I'm currently choosing to view the situation. But for Liz's point of view, I get that, and she's terrified because, you know, one of the last things Rosa said to her, maybe not the night she died, but it's close to the night she died, was don't ever love anyone, and, you know, because she'd been hurt, you know, keep your heart in its cage, keep it armoured. And since that, she's never had any true feelings for it. Even like she said, her fiance, she was just acting, it wasn't really love. Whereas when she's with Max, she's feeling the beginning of something that could be real love. And if he's not, and obviously that, then if he is this wonderful good guy that he seems to be, that is the scariest thing ever, because it's the most vulnerable place you can be with someone, is to fall in love with them and to trust that they aren't going to turn around and crush you one day. And if she does that and he turns out to be evil, that's terrible. Or even if we take out the Rosa side of thing, for someone who's been through everything that Liz has been through, or for anyone really, falling in love is terrifying, because you are putting your trust in that person to be there for you and to love you back and to never break your heart. So I understood that a lot, and I think it was important for her to be honest with Max, and I think she was honest with Max. She could have elaborated, but I think she made it quite clear, and as clear as she could, and I support that. I also feel like when he said, "But do you believe me that I love you?" and that it was important to him that at least he had got that across, and I believe that she does believe that. And then, so yeah, they caused me a lot of emotions. It's why I was scared that there was going to be a love triangle developing between her and Kyle, because it's very obvious that she and Max are the couple that are going to be enduring in this show, and they're the one I'm already rooting for. And as much as I quite like Kyle, I think he's actually quite a good guy, I just don't want to go through that. And it's, yeah. Ugh. So I was glad that they seemed to, like, when they first were, like, kissing, or clearly about to have sex, I was worried that it was going to be, like, romantic, in terms of, like, an enduring romantic relationship, whereas it did at the end seem to be that they would just had this deep bond, and that they can be honest and trustworthy and just be there for each other. And I love that kind of relationship. I'm here for that kind of relationship, so yes. I also really enjoyed Liz and her father. You know, obviously she got a bit frustrated with him, but again, having their churro pancakes, diabetic friendly churro pancakes to talk about boys. And I think that having strong family relationships are really important. And I also, like I said, I liked then, similarly, when Max said, you know, we've got each other with the 3 of them, but obviously then he had to tell them that Kyle knew, and that who knows who else is going to find out. But him zapping the generator means that now his partner knows, and yeah, I'm stressed. But that was a really, really fantastic episode. I can't believe I've only watched 4 episodes of this show. I feel like I've at least watched, 10? A good huge chunk. So yeah, that was brilliant. Thank you for watching.